Imagine a warship lost to the depths of the ocean for 81 years. A vessel carrying over 200 brave souls, erased by the tides of time. For decades, the USS Edsall was nothing more than a ghost, a whispered mystery among naval historians. Until now. In November 2024, explorers made a chilling discovery in the vast Indian Ocean, one that rewrote history and reignited the heroic legacy of the USS Edsall. This is the story of a ship that defied the odds, fought to the last shell, and vanished into legend, until the sea finally gave up its secret. The USS Edsall, a Clemson-class destroyer, was commissioned in 1920. For over 2 decades, she sailed under the American flag, a guardian of the seas. But her most fateful mission came during the dark days of World War II. In early 1942, the Japanese military machine was sweeping across the Pacific, unstoppable, ruthless. And in the midst of this storm, the Edsall was tasked with a near impossible mission, escorting a convoy to safety while fending off overwhelming enemy forces. For days, the Edsall and her convoy pushed forward through treacherous waters, hoping to evade detection. The crew, hardened sailors, understood the risks, but remained steadfast in their duty. They had heard the chilling reports: entire fleets annihilated, warships reduced to fiery wrecks. Yet, aboard the Edsall, there was no hesitation. They were prepared to fight, no matter the odds. It was on March 1st, 1942, that the horizon darkened with the silhouettes of Japanese warships. The Edsall had been spotted. There was no turning back now. The enemy was closing in fast, their firepower immense, their intentions clear. It was a moment where time seemed to slow, where every heartbeat pounded with the knowledge that this could be their last stand. The sea churned violently as the first shells roared through the air. The Edsall twisted and turned, dodging incoming fire with impressive skill. Her gunners returned fire, each shot a desperate attempt to hold the enemy at bay. Smoke filled the decks, the acrid scent of burning metal mingling with the salt air. The Japanese forces, including the battleships Hiei and Kirishima, unleashed a storm of firepower. The Edsall fought on, maneuvering with agility, refusing to surrender. Shells slammed into her hull, shattering steel, yet still, she stood. But then came the bombers. Japanese dive bombers screamed from the sky, raining destruction upon the lone destroyer. Explosions ripped through her decks, sending debris and fire into the air. The Edsall was mortally wounded. Yet, even as the ship listed, her crew did not falter. They fired their last rounds, manned their stations until the very end, and then, as the ocean swallowed her whole, the USS Edsall disappeared beneath the waves, her legacy secured in the annals of history. What happened to the Edsall after that fateful battle remained an enigma. Survivors? Unlikely. Wreckage? Never found. For years, the final resting place of the USS Edsall was debated, theorized, and searched for, yet no answers emerged. It was as if she had vanished without a trace, a ghost ship of World War II. Families of the fallen were left with only stories and uncertainty. The bravery of the Edsall's crew was honored in records, but there was no closure. The ocean held its secrets tightly, refusing to relinquish them. Fast forward to November 2024. A deep-sea exploration team, scanning the ocean floor, detected an anomaly. The sonar image revealed a shape, long, slender, unmistakably man-made. As underwater drones descended into the darkness, cameras captured the haunting sight of twisted steel, corroded gun turrets, and the silent remnants of a ship that had once roared in defiance against impossible odds. There she was, the USS Edsall, resting at the bottom of the Indian Ocean, over 81 years after her last battle. Her hull, though battered, still bore the marks of her final stand. Shell holes riddled her sides, evidence of the desperate fight she had waged against the enemy. The team knew they had found history itself. For the families of the crew, this discovery meant something beyond words. The 200 men aboard had never been properly laid to rest. Now, at last, their story could be told with finality. Their sacrifice was no longer just a footnote in history books. It was tangible, undeniable, honored. News of the discovery spread like wildfire. Veterans, historians, and descendants of the crew gathered to pay their respects. The wreckage of the Edsall was more than just rusted metal. It was a symbol of unwavering courage. It stood as a testament to the price of freedom and the resilience of those who gave their lives for it. The USS Edsall's discovery serves as a stark reminder of the cost of war, the bravery of those who serve, and the relentless pursuit of history's lost stories. She is no longer forgotten. The silence of the deep has been broken, and her crew's courage has been brought back into the light. Monuments were erected, stories retold, and a renewed appreciation for history was born. The discovery also raised questions. How many more warships lay undiscovered, their stories waiting to be told? How many acts of heroism remain hidden beneath the waves? But this is just one of many forgotten war stories waiting to be uncovered. What other secrets lie beneath the waves, waiting for discovery? What other untold sacrifices remain hidden in the depths of history? Stay with us as we continue to unearth the lost legacies of World War II, one wreck at a time. Like and subscribe to The Forgotten Eras if you enjoyed watching this video.